Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Taking It Too Seriously. I'm Awa.
And I'm Amira.
And in this very late night episode, we
girl.
are going to be talking about our reaction and kind of impressions of the first episode of Love Island.
Yeah, so Love Island UK just dropped today and it is 10:30 p.m. and some of us have to be up at 6 a.m. but it's fine.
It's past our bedtime, but
way past my bedtime. But we were gonna have a little chat about Love Island, what our predictions were, who we think is gonna last, and then you've got obviously that little twist they threw in the end. And essentially that's it. Yeah. What did you think of everybody in the lineup?
So overall, I would say like when I first saw everyone's pictures, which the Love Island photographer stays doing people dirty.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I don't know about this cast, but after like watching the episode, I do think like there's actually quite a lot of interesting personalities, and there's quite a lot of people that feel like good vibes.
100%. I remember we were both watching it, and I was like, this looks like a nice crowd.
They've got a good like group chemistry.
100% great group chemistry. I don't know how long obviously that's gonna last. But I never look at the little whole promo that ITV does. I never look at that. So for me, it's always a surprise who comes in. It's always a surprise who comes in. But yeah, I did think they had a great group dynamic.
Yeah.
The thing I found very strange, because obviously they switched up how they do the coupling, and we had to do that really weird game.
It was so awkward.
Cringe.
It was literally just like they're actually just fighting. I mean, the thing is, right? I think the first episode or the first coupling up is always cringe. Like, there's no getting over it. There's always people that like put themselves out there and don't get picked by anyone. There's always like, it's always awkward. But in particular, just having them sit there and basically like bid on each other is what it felt like.
For me, do you know what was weird? It was very much given like the guys were choosing the girls that they wanted. I didn't really feel like, apart from obviously, was it Robin, the blonde scouser?
Yeah.
Apart from Robin, everyone else was just kind of accepting.
You know what it is? I think a lot of the guys are like the same girls.
Yeah.
So like, like Samraj, Lorenzo, and maybe OP all wanted Micah.
No, OP wanted the blonde Scottish girl. I forget her name.
Oh yeah, Ellie. Yes, yeah, you're right. But Micah and Lorenzo and Samraj, who Lorenzo's the most popular guy. 100%. Both of those wanted Micah, and they didn't want to make a decision until Micah made her decision.
Fair, I'll give you.
And it was like a House of Cards kind of thing, or like dominoes. Like once Micah chose, then other people could choose, kind of thing.
So she's given top girl at the moment for you.
Yeah, but should we run through like each couple, like who ended up with each other?
We had
Micah and Lorenzo, Micah and Samraj.
Yeah, I think Samraj is handsome.
Yeah, he's very
knowing the history that happens with especially South Asian boys on Love Island.
Then again, like you say that, but most of the time when there have been South Asian boys, they haven't even got a look in, like, let alone. That's true. And Micah seems like quite interested in him.
Yeah.
So I could see him hanging around a bit.
Yeah.
He just reminds me of Siva from The Wanted so bad.
It's so funny because you said that, and I was just like, "What guy from The Wanted?" But when you showed me the picture, I was like, "Yeah."
It was immediate. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they were family, bro. Like, they look so similar. He's also got like the poshest Brummie accent I've ever heard.
He's got a very posh accent. Yeah.
But he seems nice. I do like him and Micah together. She seems like she's a bit. I think she'd get a bit bored of him eventually. 100%. He seems a bit one note-ish.
He seems quite like, I think she wants someone fun at the end of the day, which is why I low-key think she's a better shout for Lorenzo than I think for Samraj. Shout out to Samraj. Yeah. But
they're cute. I like them both individually at the moment. I really like Micah. She came across very well. She got 100%. Seems like she's got a great personality. And yeah, so they're like our first couple.
Yeah.
Then we have Lorenzo and Jasmine.
Lorenzo and Jasmine. Princess Jasmine.
Yeah, Princess
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
When you said to, because I was like, oh yeah, she dated a big footballer. And I was like, what's the footballer she dated? And when you told me the footballer, I was like, damn. And you know what, Lorenzo, it's the same vibe.
It is the same vibe. So she dated Hector Bellerin, he's a baddie, you know.
He is a baddie.
But like, I just think they're gonna be an interesting couple to me, Hector and Jasmine, because they both give, I'm the prize.
I'm the baddie in this relationship.
I'm the baddie in this relationship. I'm the prize.
And they've already had like their little clashes already.
And you know what? She's right. Like, obviously, I do think he didn't know what promiscuous properly meant.
To the people who haven't watched it, he essentially was like, she was like, oh, you seem like you get a lot of girls or something, she said to him. And he goes, yeah, you seem like you get a lot of guys, like you're promiscuous, which is why I think he knew what the word meant.
No, I don't think it was quite like that. I think he was talking about her energy and her vibe, and he was like, you give promiscuous, which like obviously
no, but it followed I think you get a lot of guys.
I don't remember. That's why I do think he means like she's quite sensual, like quite thingy. I don't think
promiscuous isn't the word.
Promiscuous was crazy. But she did clock him when he was like, you the next day when he was like, you give sassy bitch.
And he's like, I don't want to be called bitch.
He's like, first promiscuous, next bit, like to me that's enough. Yeah. That's enough. But like, and you know, like when they coupled up as well, he was like to her, he was like, oh, OP, you're showing me up with the compliments. And she was like, yeah, like that's how you need to be. And he's like, you don't need compliments, you know, you're a bit. He just gives like, you know, wants you to fight for his attention, fight for his, like 100%. He's the prize. He can't, you know, he can't let a girl know that he likes her or he's interested in her. I do think like he does have a personality, I will say. I do think him and Micah would be a better fit. I do think him and Micah would get along, and I do think he will want to pivot to Micah soon enough.
Very quickly.
Yeah. He will want to pivot to Micah, because as attractive as he finds Jasmine, I think he's gonna think that she's too high maintenance for him, which is correct. But that's because, you know, he's lacking.
The other couple after that was that OP and Angelista. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw this coming from a mile off.
Free my girl.
Yeah, OP gives, like, I mean, he said openly his type is very much blonde. Yeah. He said Scottish was his girl, but when he made all those comments when he wasn't getting a look in, because, you know, they were like, oh, I'm into this guy. Nobody mentioned his name, and like he very much like
none of you picked my name. None of you picked. I was like, okay, we get it. They didn't pick your name,
which is why I don't like the way that they did the couple up.
No one mentioned Angelista's name, and yet. Like, she didn't mention it once.
They might have cut it off and no one, because she didn't say anything. Because Robin mentioned also that no one said her name.
Yeah.
So I think they might have just
OP's
cut
reaction to that was
was very icky. But then he did a swift pivot to Angelista, and I think like Angelista, she gives me, she only dates black men.
Yeah.
Now that ain't necessarily a bad thing. But it is a bad thing if you're in Love Island and your option of black men are those who are strictly into blonde women. It's the best way I can put it to you. It's very difficult. So
you know what's interesting? OP in his like pre show interview said his type or his crushes were Brenda Song and Margot Robbie. So
Brenda Song and Margot, those are two
Margot Robbie, very different. But I was like, oh, like interesting that you picked Brenda Song. Obviously, Brenda Song, icon that she is. Yeah. But I was like, okay, maybe you could be into, like, maybe you're about the POC life. Maybe you'd go for your own. You know, but he gives me that he like goes for everything but black girls.
Yeah. Or so I saw that coming from a mile off. I think, you know, again, Angelista's. Her preferred type is black men.
I need a Londoner to come in for Angelista.
Her preferred type is black men. And we were saying like this is a very like northern crowd. Yeah. This is not like there's not that many southerners. In fact, is she the only southern?
The other way around. This is a very southern crowd. It's like Kent.
It's Ireland, Scotland,
Ireland
Liverpool,
and Scotland are not northern, fam.
They're up north. If I
They're
look at the
not
map
northern
and I
England.
see England here, I see them there. That's north.
Scottish is more northern, but I don't. That's not what I mean when I say northerners. When I
You
say
mean
northerners,
northern, like
I mean
Geordie,
Geordies, Scousers, Yorkshire, Leeds, like all those places.
Fairs.
Like these guys are from
Do you know
Kent.
what I think?
Essex.
Birmingham is northern as well.
Yeah, I consider Birmingham
Shout
north
out to
as well.
Birmingham.
We're from Bristol, okay? It's down south. But yeah.
Okay,
like
fair.
aside,
Okay,
I
I'll
would
give you
say
that.
the only proper northerner is Robin as the Scouser.
She's the Scouser.
Although
So
I
you
wasn't
don't
really
count
paying
them-
attention to where some of the other. No, yeah, because Lola is from Margate.
Where's Margate?
That's down south.
Okay,
That's
I
like
was not aware of that. But she does have
it's
a
near
southern
London
accent.
somewhere.
She has a southern accent.
Yeah.
Samraj, I think he said he's from
Is
Brum.
it's from Brum.
Where's Lorenzo from?
Aiden is from Kent, because that shocked me.
Aiden is
I
from
always
Kent.
thought
I
Kent
thought
was
he
a
was
bit
a-
posh.
He was
giving
lad.
Essex.
He was
yeah.
giving Essex lad. Who's the other one?
Lorenzo, I don't know where Lorenzo's
I don't know
from, but
where
he's
Lorenzo's
got a
from.
like little posh accent.
It's
He's
giving
from down
European.
south, yeah. Like I think a lot of them are southerners, but I don't think many of them are Londoners.
They're not Londoners.
Yeah, they're
it's
not
the best way
Londoners.
to put
They're
it.
from these.
And maybe we are
hometowns.
showing our what's that called? Our biases.
Definitely.
But yeah, there's not that many Londoners. So in fact, she is the only.
And the
Londoner.
reason we say there's like, I think having Londoners is important is because I honestly think in Love Island, the only people that actually like date or are interested in people like a diverse group of people, aka more than just blonde white girls, are Londoners, because London is the most diverse city in the UK.
I mean,
like,
you could get other people, but I agree with you. In
yeah,
this
but the
sense.
seasons
the likelihood
where
is higher.
the seasons where like POC people have done the best or black people have done the best have been London heavy seasons, aka season 10. Like that was a Londoner heavy season.
I do think though this really comes down to casting, because I don't think it's necessarily a London thing. I just think when they're casting, like if you want drama, if you want people fighting over people, you gotta have people who are interested in a variety. You can't have 10 people interested in one type of guy. 10 girls interested in one type of guy and 10 guys interested in one type of girl. If you want, I feel like you gotta have options, and I do think this is more of a casting issue. But you're right in that when there is more London cast members, you do get more diverse options, and then also you get more arguments, which is what we're here for.
Yeah. So I don't know, Angelista, OP.
Yeah,
Send someone new in for
techie.
my girl. You know what they give me? They give me Whitney and Mehdi vibes.
Whitney and Mehdi.
Remember Mehdi?
I know exactly
the
who
North
you mean.
African, was he Moroccan? I can't remember.
He was
what
Moroccan or
yeah,
something like that.
French,
yeah.
like and French Moroccan. Yeah. That's what the vibe they give me. Like
they're
someone
not
needs to
serious.
come in and free her.
Yeah, no. And then who came up after that? It was
Aiden and Ellie, the Scottish
Aiden
girl
and Ellie.
thingy, yeah.
Aiden and Ellie. I didn't think they'd end up together.
I didn't think they would end up together either.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought immediately he had really good chemistry and banter with Robin.
100%.
So I was surprised when he was like during the game was like, yeah, you give high maintenance.
Oh,
remember?
I thought they were a little bit rude, to be honest.
I know. The thing is, they're not wrong in who like.
Yeah.
I don't think being high maintenance is a
I
bad
don't think
thing.
being high
In fact, I
maintenance
would
is a bad
prefer a
thing.
man think I'm high maintenance over thinking like I'm low maintenance.
Yeah.
That means you think like.
But I think
I ain't
it was the way he meant it was negative, which is why he then took
whereas
it
the other
back,
boys
yeah.
saved it. Like Sam Raj and Lorenzo got asked as well,
Yeah.
and they saved it. But honestly, even them, their answer is political. Whenever a boy says you're high maintenance, they always mean it in a negative
Your hard
way.
work
Yeah,
is what they mean.
they always mean it in a negative way. They just were better at phrasing it.
Fairs. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
But no, I just thought like him and Robin seemed to hit it off from the beginning, and
Yeah.
they both match each other's kind of loud.
Yeah.
But maybe I don't know.
Too much of the same is not a good thing. And one thing that I have to say with Robin, I like her, but I can see her struggling in this.
Yeah.
Because she's coming on strong, and these guys are making comments. What was the thing that he was saying? He's like, I've never been flirted with so much.
I've never had a girl lay it on. Fitzy,
lay it on
yeah.
so
I've never had a
thick.
girl lay it on
Yeah,
so thick or
and
give me
I'm
so many
like,
compliments.
Oh,
Yeah, I do think so. Yeah, well, just finishing off on
Ellie and
Aiden.
Guy.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna last. I
No,
think
not at
like
all.
they both. I think he's a little bit more interested in her than she is in
100%,
him.
100%.
She's going to want to talk to like every guy, and she will have her pick of the crop because she's a very pretty blonde girl, and they're all gonna be interested in her. Aiden is interesting. Like, I don't know. Sometimes, you know, the Jack the Lads type do really well, and sometimes they don't do very well.
I always think,
he gives a bit of messy
dynamic
Mitch.
Is Jack the Lad and like a very northern girl, like a Geordie girl, tend to go quite well. But or even if they're both from Essex, they do quite well. But I can't.
Yeah, so I don't know. Aiden and Ellie, I'm not sure about. I think they'll both kind of dip. Robin and Sam. Yeah, both of them do not want to be together. Sam was killing me. The way he just kept saying, I want a classy girl. I want a classy girl.
He was trying to say you're not classy. Essentially, is what he was telling Robin. Poor like, Robin. Robin's so young. How can you?
I don't know.
She's so young.
She is. But also, I just thought like it's such a specific thing to say you want a blonde, classy girl. Like
it is like this is the thing.
I don't like it when people come into Love Island and they do it all the time, but have like such a specific niche thing that they're looking for.
You can't do a show like this about falling in love with a bunch of strangers and have such rigid preferences.
Yeah. It's why I think like last summer's season was quite difficult because do you remember it took ages for people to like each other
100%.
Because no one was interested in each other because they had such specific types.
You can't have specific and this is another reason why Love Island US does better than the UK. It's just that you gotta have more
options. I think in the US they're just used to seeing or like being attracted to different types of people more than the UK is, which I guess like makes sense for its demographics, but I just think like god damn.
Yeah,
you've already narrowed it down with just blonde girls. Blonde and classy.
Blonde is very specific. Yes. Like
so Sam gives me a bit of what was his name? Dr. Alex.
Oh,
sorry, because I've watched every season of Love Island. Exactly I just think like they always have like archetypes that they go back to.
Like nice guy, but secretly very specific about what he wants, but he's gonna try and be political about it. People feel sorry, and like people oscillate between being sorry for you, liking you, then thinking you're a bit extra or you're a bit weird. Like I could see Sam going that kind of way. But, like, who knows? I think we haven't seen loads. Honestly, the only thing he has said is, I'm looking for a classy babe. I feel like that's all I've learned about him. He said, what else did he say? Something else that I was just like, you know what? It's gone from my mind. Clearly it was not that
He's a bit forgettable right now. Robin. I enjoy Robin. I think she's going to give us good TV. I feel like I would really like her as a girl.
Yeah.
I do think she is going to struggle a little bit on the show. I can't remember what her age is, but she gives very young.
She's 21.
Yeah, she gives very young. Very young, very excitable, which is great. I was saying earlier when we were watching it, I wish there was more Northerners in there for her because I feel like the Southerners are giving a bit reserved.
They are definitely.
And that's why they're like a bit taken aback by
how forward
or how like loud and open she is.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Which, I feel like she either needs like, again, I feel like she's one that would actually do quite well with Londoners because Londoners are used to being more direct and bigger personalities. Or she needs like straight up Northerners, Geordies, Scousers, like people that can match that vibe.
No, I agree.
But like these people from Kent, they're not gonna get her.
Do you know what it is? It's a class issue, 100%.
Yeah, I can see
100%. It's a class.
I feel like it's quite a posh cast.
It's
at the moment.
Cast. Yeah, it's a posh cast. Like, there's not enough like working class people in there. Really,
which is usually like the opposite. It's normally way more like working class people, Northerners, bricklayers, whatever. Like, from all sorts of backgrounds. That. Whereas I feel like it's quite a posh cast right now.
A little bit of a posh cast. I think the only other person who I would say is working class is the Irish guy.
Yeah,
but other than that, I'm not really.
That's just me making assumptions because
very
he's
much
Irish.
so. We are making absolute overbroad assumptions about these people. We know nothing.
I mean, with a name like Fitzy, I don't know. Maybe he's one of the middle class Irish.
We should have checked what part of Ireland he's from.
I don't know where he's from. But I like Fitzy. I don't know why he calls himself Fitzy when he then was like, my name's Sean.
Yeah.
What are we supposed to call you then?
Maybe his surname is Fitz something.
Yeah. I kind of just assumed it was Fitzgerald. I ain't gonna lie to you. But that might be the scandal. Well, no, actually, I was gonna say it was a scandal influence. I just have never heard a name that's Fitz without being Fitzgerald.
Fitzwilliam.
Fitzsimmons. I feel like I've heard Fitzsimmons before.
Fitzwilliam Darcy. That's all I know.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
It's the only one I know.
But Fitz is. He seems like he's got a good personality.
I liked that he was a primary school teacher. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was a green flag, which he needed because the blonde hair is horrendous. But he seems interesting. Again, I'm just gonna compare him to an old Love Islander, and this maybe I was gonna say racist, but they're not a race.
What?
He reminds me of Connor from last season, but is that because he's
Connor?
Irish? That was with Paige, Megan, whatever her name is.
It's because he is Irish.
Irish.
Because they're both Irish.
They are both Irish, but they have like similar kind of vibe, like quite like chilled, funny. Like they've got a good banter that helps them get the girl. Like, they have very similar vibes to me.
Both not exceedingly attractive, but their personality is what brings them up. No, because it's
what an insult.
It's not an insult. It's not an insult.
Not quite hot.
No, I didn't say not quite hot. I
personality.
said not exceedingly
medium
handsome.
Ugly is basically what you call
Do you know medium ugly does very well?
Medium ugly does fantastically.
Medium ugly does
not with
very
me,
well.
But it does very well.
It does very well in the market.
Yeah, it does too. But he gives me Connor vibes. I think he'll actually go far. When I saw him again, like his like pre-show promo, I was like, oh, I don't know about this, but he came across very well. I think he'll quite well.
We forgot about Lola.
Who's Lola with?
Lola DC is with.
Oh, she is the one with Fitz. Yes, because we were talking about Sam and thingy.
We forgot that.
Okay, yes. So Fitz and Lola, I do think they get along. I do think they're not going to be. Yeah. They're not going to last.
Do you know? I think Lola just has good vibes because you saw her conversation with, was it Lorenzo?
Yeah, and I think Lola and Lorenzo would suit a little bit more.
I think Lorenzo and Micah suit the best.
Agree.
But I can see them working. I can see Lola being popular.
What I can see is I think Lorenzo will fancies Micah the most. Yeah. But I think Micah will fancy Lorenzo, but not be quite there.
Fair.
So I think he'll like her more than she likes him, and that will put him off. Yeah. And then he could end up with like Lola because he wants to be the prize. He could end up with Lola because she has a similar vibe to Micah. Yeah. But I think she would fancy him more than he fancies her.
You know what?
Does that make sense?
Interesting. It's interesting you say that. The other thing that I found weird about this year's cast is everybody. I've been single my whole life. What is this nonsense?
No, but it's so reflective of the current dating market.
Oh my god!
There's some like when Lorenzo was basically. What did he say? He basically was like, all I've done is situationships. Real. That is men of his age.
That's crazy. I'm so sorry. Like, not to say like everybody needs to have a relationship and whatnot, but I know what you mean. It used to be like
everyone used to come in like I've had a serious relationship.
I'm looking for love again.
It is strange for white people in particular. Like white people love a relationship. They stay in a relationship.
Yeah. So I was quite shocked, to be honest, that everyone coming in, well, not everyone, but the majority of the cast, because I think it was only Jasmine who's had a serious relationship. Everyone else is like, oh, I've been single my whole life, and I was like, I was not expecting that. So
no, it is interesting. Yeah, but I guess also this is a slightly like older cast. I feel like most of them are like 25 to 27.
25 to 27.
Where like some of the previous seasons have been like 21, 22. I mean, there's obviously are, but it'll be interesting to see if that.
The twist that we had in the end. Oh, who were the last two people came in?
George, who scares me. I feel like I say that in every episode that we've done, that I'm scared of blonde men. Like, but he in particular scares me. You said he looked like Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time, the actor. And the second he looked like Rumpelstiltskin. I have been unable to see it.
No, because that's he looks like the actor. So I was just like, oh yeah, he looks like that actor. So of course
George and Yasmin.
George and Yasmin, because there was a Yasmin and a Jasmine. George and Yasmin.
The new girl's Yasmin. Yeah. Yasmin, I think, is going to do well.
Yasmin, she was the one who said, the boys are going to be interested in her. I can take your man, right?
If I could take your man, he was never yours to begin with. Which, honestly, like I think has been said on every season of Love Island.
Yeah, it's nothing new.
It's nothing new. She's pretty. I think she's going to clean up. George...
Oh, see,
I don't
because
know
this
about
is
George.
where, like, the thing that I found, because they give them essentially, spoiler, whatever, they give them the option to essentially kick 2 people out. So
Yeah.
they don't even have to be 2 people in a couple. They pick a guy and a girl.
I don't even
and
think
they
it
dump
has
them.
to be like the girl,
couple.
like,
yeah, it doesn't have to be the couple.
Yeah,
It
or
can be
that
2
like
different people.
George has to pick a guy and think. I think they could just honestly, like, what if they both pick a guy? Like,
No,
what
they
if
said a guy and a girl.
are right. They said a guy and a
distinctly
girl.
said
Yeah.
a guy and a girl needs to get dumped. They get to decide the guy and the girl that gets dumped. But the guy and the girl don't have to be in the same couple. So essentially, they can pick from.
It could just be like, I didn't like your vibes. Like, I didn't think.
That's the bit I found quite difficult because they said you're choosing whatever, like it's your reason, like you cannot like the person, you didn't feel like you got on with them, or you want their
I do
person.
think that they will just pick to dump someone who is with the person that they're most attracted to.
So then in that case, who do you think is getting dumped? Because did we find this out tomorrow, or we find this out tomorrow?
Yeah, I could see Yasmin being interested in Lorenzo.
Yasmin and Lorenzo, so that would mean Jasmine is gone.
George, he could be interested in Lola, or
I can't see Fitzy.
All right. 1 second, let me fix my headscarf too since we're here. George, I could see George with Lola.
Yeah.
Or I could see him being interested in Ellie.
Yeah.
But I think George and Lola.
George and Lola, because
I could see him picking her.
I can't see him saying I want Fitz gone, because remember they said you just say the person is gone for whatever reason. I can imagine him getting in there, getting along with Fitz, Sean, whatever that man's name is.
Sure, yeah.
And saying like, yeah, I may want your girl, but he's not going to get rid of him. What
do you think he's going to do? Because he's going to have to get rid of. They're going to have to get rid of
a guy and a girl. I agree. Yeah. But I think it's going to be either OP or it's going to be Sam Raj. I can see it.
But I just think whoever they get rid of, the immediate implication is I got rid of you because I want your person. And like George is not giving, he wants Angelista. So I don't see him getting rid of OP.
Angelista. I think, as I said to you, I think he's going to get in there. He's going to get along with Fitz. He's going to want his girl. He may take his girl because remember they can couple up with who they want. And then he has to dump a guy. So he's going to be like, oh, I'm just going to dump someone who like I've not talked to and I've not got on to. And it's going to be OP or it's going to be Sam Raj. I'm sorry to say it.
Maybe. I could see Sam Raj if he's interested in Micah. But again, I don't know. George gives me that he'll be interested in like Ellie or Lola.
I agree. I don't disagree about who he's going to be into. I just disagree.
Who's Ellie with again?
Ellie's with the Aiden. I just disagree he'll get rid of Aiden or Fitz. So he's going to have to get rid of one of the other guys. And I think if he's going to have to get rid of one of the other guys, it's going to be...
We'll see. But... yeah, I'm interested to see like how they justify it if they do go in and purely are like.
Did you see
went on this?
The little thing that they threw in the end, big whatever gets big consequences. So what's going to happen?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I think they're going to.
They're going to dump them immediately, right?
No, look, they'll dump the 2 people that they've chosen, but I think they're going to let the cast know. Yeah, they got dumped because of these guys.
But I think they'll let them know regardless. I think they'll stand up there and do a fire pit thing and make them dump the 2 people.
No, I don't think they'll do that. Because they said it's a secret. It's a secret who's going to be dumped.
I think it's just going to be a secret up until they have to reveal it.
There's a dumping.
So they can't go in and say we have to pick 2 people to go.
No, I think they're going to go in and they're going to pick their people. It's going to come in and they go, who do you guys want to couple up with? They're going to choose whoever they couple up with. And then even if, they decide whoever, they're going to say, these 2 people have been dumped. Done. Those 2 people leave. They're going to think, oh my God, why did they get dumped? Da, 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 da. And then it's going to come out and be like, oh yeah, these 2 new islanders.
I don't know. I just feel like whenever Love Island says it's going to be some big secret twist, it's never that impressive. So
no, but also you got to think about, talk about, creating a hostile workplace. If you're like, yeah, you got kicked out because these 2 people came in and they specifically said they wanted you gone, like it can start problems. So yeah, I guess you're right. Like they'll try and frame it in a way to keep it nice because at the end of the day, they don't want complaints.
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. I think it's a strong start to the season. Yeah. People are giving personalities. They're giving interesting. it's always good when like people are interested, like multiple people are interested in the same person.
Same person, that's true. It keeps
so
it
it means so but I do think I want to see some bombshells. And I want to see some good male bombshells.
You've got people like who you think from the beginning are going to be there at the end. The only person I'm getting that vibe from currently is Micah. There's no one else I'm looking at that I think
I can see Ellie as well. I think Ellie's going to be popular.
Yeah. Ellie and Micah is who I'm seeing will be at the end of this. I can't speak on anybody else. The only thing, like, what was the thing that I was thinking about?
I low-key already need Castor more. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I need six new. I need we haven't even started. It's because you're not interested in like physically. You don't think?
I mean, I don't personally need to be interested in any of them, but I need to see, like, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna be so real. I really only ever care that much about the black girls, so I need new people for Angelista. That's.
Do you know what's like? I was this year of Love Island. They were getting so much hate, the cast, before they even went in.
What, as in
this current Love Island? They were getting so much hate straight from the beginning.
It kind of usually does happen. The pictures always look bad. The pictures
again, because I never
the
look
Love
at
Island
the pictures.
photographer does them so dirty. It's like you haven't even seen the Love Island USA one. The Love Island USA photos are horrific.
Oh, well,
some of the worst things you've ever seen.
USA?
The USA ones. But the people they look better in real life. They really do. But the pictures are awful.
Yeah, the pictures.
The graphics, horrendous. They make everyone look
Do you think they
terrible.
do it so that when they come in, people are, oh, that's not as bad as I thought?
I don't think so. I think they genuinely think it's good photography.
Yeah, I can't imagine
because
that.
Why would you would want people to think they're attractive? Like people want to see hot people.
That's true.
That's
true. But then also they like a controversy, don't they?
They do. I don't know. I just think
keep people
can't
talking
afford
about
another someone else clearly. But it is what it is. Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's a good bunch. Yeah. I'll be excited to look back on this episode and see what of our predictions were right.
I don't even think we made that many predictions.
Well, no, we said who we think is gonna which couples we think
will
are
last,
stronger than others. Yeah.
Who we think will be at the end of this. But I'm just more interested in seeing because other things that I enjoy about Love Island is normally the friendships.
Agree.
And the little beefs that happen. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not there for the love. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
No relationship is
as toxic as All Stars was. That was a fantastic season of television because they wouldn't stop beefing.
Yeah.
They wouldn't stop, and there was probably a couple days where it was
this is too much.
This is khalas. This is giving me a headache. This is actual rage bait. But aside from that, the rest of the season was fantastic.
Same.
So you do need a level of you need some instigators. You need some people that rub people up the wrong way, which I do think we've got. I think Jasmine is going to be that.
She's going to rub people.
I think Jasmine 100%. Is going to... I think the guys are going to feel like she's too high maintenance.
Not even high maintenance. I think it's going to be... Because she's going to put them in their place. They're going to feel offended.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
They're going to think she's rude.
But they'll use the excuse that she's high maintenance. Yeah. She thinks she's better than she is.
No, but then what she also did is... shouts to Jasmine. She's a yapper. From straight when she heard those two pecked, she goes, "Oh, Micah!"
No,
in front
she
of the
was
room.
so funny.
Did you hear? They
those two What? We're in the same room.
Yeah.
No, she's funny for that. I hope she stays in, but she gives me, and I could see her clashing with some of the girls potentially. Yeah, but so far, I'm enjoying her. I'm liking her.
I'm concerned she may also be leaving tomorrow, but.
Yeah, I mean, it's anyone's game. But who else could I see clashing? I could weirdly see Lola clashing with some people.
Do you think so? I think
know
Lola's
she doesn't give
chill.
as chilled as everyone's making out.
I think
right
I
now.
can see Ellie clashing, funnily enough, but I can't.
I can see Ellie also clashing,
and I can see Robin. Bless her.
I can see Robin people like finding her a bit much, but I don't think she'd actually really get into arguments like that.
No, but like that's clashing, ain't it? Like you're gonna rub someone up the wrong way. The only person who I can't see rubbing up any again is Mike. Is it obvious that Micah's my favorite so far? I'm like, she's gonna.
I think Micah and Angelista both give like actually very chill vibes.
Very. Oh my god, I keep forgetting about Angelista.
Yeah, well, she got no airtime.
So quiet.
But one thing about me, I remember the black girls. Micah and Angelista both give very calm. Of the boys, I could see Lorenzo rubbing some of the girls.
Lorenzo's
up the wrong
already
way.
rubbing me up the wrong way. Promiscuous.
I can't see any of the boys clashing right now, but there's time.
There is time. We'll see. We'll see what happens, and also we'll see when the new guy comes in. The dynamic that comes out after, of course, he dumps someone essentially. But we'll see what the outcome is. I can see actually I can see OP rubbing people up the wrong way. I can see it.
Yeah, I need to wait and let him marinate a little bit more. I'm
also,
not sure about him.
I also think he may also be leaving as of tomorrow. So
anyone could be leaving, honestly. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. But yeah.
Yeah, well, hope you enjoyed our little quick, as we're very tired in our pajamas, getting ready to sleep episode.
It's bedtime,
about
bro.
Love Island. Yeah, it is bedtime. So, good
Yeah.
night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you next week.